All right, legends, today I want to talk to you about the appropriate use of the words yes and no, or at least how I use them. Good morning and welcome to In the Car with Clint. Good afternoon, actually, full disclosure. Yes and no are two very powerful words that people get trapped into using incorrectly because I guess in some cases the people that they're dealing with have a better ability to get what they want than you are, kind of thing. So a lot of the successes that I've had and a lot of the opportunity that's arisen in my business life has come from saying yes rather than no. And you know, that started at the point where my former business partner asked me if I wanted to quit my job, because he was, and start a business together. And I said yes. And then he said, do you want to open an irrigation shop? And I said yes. You know, Railways Landscape Supplies was purchased off of someone after they asked me if I was interested in buying it, and I just said yes. And a lot of these yes situations, before I said yes, I had no idea how that was going to look or what was going to happen. But the reality is, in my opinion, the large majority of people on Earth have no real idea what they're doing or how they're going to do it. And the difference between those that are, I guess, you know, extremely successful and those that are, you know, struggling to achieve what they desire can quite often be saying yes and working it out later. And it's daunting and it's scary, but it's a lot easier to get caught up in the anxiety and the stresses of, I don't know how to do it, what happens. But if you don't say yes and start working it out, you're never going to work it out. And you know, in those early stages, it's going to be painful, and you're going to be stretched, and you're going to lose money, and you're going to lose sleep, and you're going to lose time, and you know that goes. And you know, this too shall pass occurs, and all of a sudden, life's good. So that's how I use the word yes. And now I'm going to talk to you about the word no. Now, this was something that I was inappropriately using yes in the past, and a lot of you that follow me or that watch these videos that are in the trade space are used to saying yes to everything and then trying to work it out. And the sad thing is, when you are in a business where you sell time, similar to landscapers, tilers, lawyers, accountants, there's a finite amount that you can do. You know, you can't finish everyone's house before Christmas, and that's just the reality of it. But when you're young in business and you're trying to succeed and you want to get ahead, you're generally saying yes to everything and trying to work it out. But you go past optimism and you get to this point of realism where there's no physical way you can do it, and you're just going to let people down, and it feels horrible. And so what I encourage people to do when they talk to me about those situations is to set out their their needs, wants and desires, their goals, how much money they want to earn, the kind of work they want to do. And when someone asks them to do something that's not in line with their belief structure or their strategic plan or their happiness, you know, there's a lot of things that I do that aren't in line with my strategic plan or our budget, but they make me happy if someone asks me to meet with them and help them with something, and there's no return on that other than joy. So I encourage you to use no correctly, and if you set some rules around what you do and don't want to do with your time, those no's will become easy to say because you know what the rules are. If you don't set rules around your time, then you're going to say yes in the incorrect time. So the yes and the no all ties back to your beliefs and your goals and your desires and your strategic plan. And if you can get that clear, tie it in with yeses and nos, use them appropriately, you're going to be a lot happier, you're going to achieve a lot more, and those anxiety moments and those stressful moments will be few and far between. It's not going to make it perfect, but it's going to make it better. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If you've got any questions, hit me up. I hope you were able to hear through that rainstorm. Well, it's not really a rainstorm, we're not in Queensland, but it's raining. That's it. Be kind to each other. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. I'll talk to you tomorrow. bye.